rats.
Glanimede Castle. Stronghold of Lord Balseph, self-imposed ruler of all Calaglia.
I've never seen it from this close before.
That's it, all right. And next to it are the Gates of Fire. Take a good long look while you still can. That wall is what we've come to tear down. The only thing standing between us and freedom.
Freedom.
Let's go. Be careful. If you get close to a Zeugle, they'll attack. Don't go charging off like that!
Here I come! You're finished!
No!
Don't let them
Can't
form a
end
pack!
here.
Fall back!
Magna Ray!
I want to feel your hair right now!
Be careful. If you get close to a Zeugle, they'll attack. Don't charge it off like that!
Rising
I'm
Wiper!
only getting started!
Now don't let them form a pack!
Magna Ray!
Helen!
Swallow Blade!
Here
Cannon!
I go! You're mine!
Here I come!
Magna Ray!
How's this? That is coming!
Swallow Blade! Rising Wiper!
Cannon!
You're mine!
Magna
I'll
Ray!
run you through!
You're on!
See ya!
Swallow Blade! You're mine! Rising Wiper!
Whoa! Take a look at that! Don't fight any enemies you can otherwise avoid, alright?
Makes sense. If we try to take them all on, there'll be no end in sight.
You sure won't hear me complaining.
What a weird stone.
I sense a strange power from it. We should gather as many as we can find.
This is...
Seems you found something good. Supplies like that are valuable. Never overlook them.
Got it. I'll remember that.
Normally I don't pick on the weak.
Here I go. You're mine.
How's it?
Over?
Fall back!
I'll
Talon
bring you back
Storm!
from death to
Touch
this.
cannon! Circle and bring him down!
I'm not done yet!
Talon Storm! Touch
Here I
cannon!
You're finished! You're finished!
Excited. How's this?
Mirage!
Mega Ray!
I'm on it!
You're mine!
I need to be stronger.
Let's stop a moment to catch our breath.
But I've barely worked up a sweat.
Speak for yourself. What do you want, a medal? Doesn't look like we're being followed. Fail to grab these rare moments of quiet when you can. You'll end up regretting it later.
You're the boss.
Normally, we should take turns standing guard. But this first time, I'll watch over things so you two can rest easy.
I've never just sat and watched a fire like this before. It's surprisingly soothing.
Well,
Zephyr, why aren't you concerned about who I am?
You feeling left out, son?
No, it's not that. But
You said you wanted to fight so that you can live a free man. At this point, that's all that matters. Even if it somehow turned out you were a Renin, it wouldn't be such a big deal.
a Renin?
Until we know who you are, we can't rule anything out. Besides, we've already got Shion with us. At this point, what's one more Renin as long as they're on our side?
So you don't see every Renin as an enemy?
Our goal isn't to hunt down and kill all Renins. We only arm ourselves as much as we need to set ourselves free. If you can believe it, not every Danon agrees with what we're doing either.
Are you saying we have enemies among the Danons?
Not quite. They're just not up for rebelling, per se. The thing you have to remember is that everyone has their own path to walk.
I'm not sure I understand.
That's okay. Just focus on what we have to do right now. However, the time will come when you'll need to decide what to do for yourself.
how come you don't have a scar on your hand?
A scar? What do you mean?
The Crimson Crows all tore off their own spirit cores, right? But your hand doesn't show any signs of ever having a core like theirs. Why not?
I don't know. I don't remember anything about myself from before Doc found me.
Seriously? You have that mask, you don't feel any pain, and you just happen to know how to fight with a sword? No way. You must remember something.
I'm not lying if that's what you think. Believe me, I wish I knew who the hell I am. But I don't. It's funny how I didn't have any time for soul searching while digging up rocks in a mine.
Still,
Are you saying you've told us everything about yourself?
Zephyr.
It's bad manners to pry when you've got plenty to hide yourself.
You're not gonna ask me about my past too?
Only when I think it's necessary. You're a real man of mystery, I'll admit. That said, I'm not one to dig around in someone's business just out of curiosity. If you remember something and feel like sharing, you're free to do so. For now, I think that's good enough.
Right. Thank you.
So, this whole you not feeling pain thing, is that for real?
Why would I lie about it? And why would you care anyway?
No, it's just... You know, I can't imagine what it's like, that's all.
As a slave, I'd say it has its advantages and disadvantages.
Oh?
On the upside, when Renan soldiers push me around, I hardly flinch. The downside's that I get injured without even noticing. Which means I could be knocking on death's door and not even realize it.
Really?
Sure. I may be numb to pain, but it doesn't make me immortal or anything. Still, I wouldn't have noticed any of this if someone hadn't pointed it out to me. If not for my fellow slaves, I'd be long dead, lying in a ditch somewhere.
A Master Core, huh? Now I see. So that's why Balsef's cronies were so desperate to catch her.
Is that what it's called? The jewel in her chest?
Oh, right. You don't remember a damn thing, do you? Fair enough. I guess it's time to fill you back in. Tell me, you ever wonder why we Dahnans are made to work ourselves to the bone, day in, day out?
Well, when you put it like that, I always just assumed we were mining resources for them.
And don't you think it'd be quicker if they used all that high-powered tech they have? Why go to all the trouble of relying on weak human labor? Listen, what the Renans are really after isn't resources or minerals. It's astral energy. They're harvesting the astral energy that sleeps inside all matter in life forms. And they're doing it the same way they have for the past 300 years, using us Dahnans as mere siphons.
Right. They have machines for minerals, but extracting from Dahnans requires spirit cores. Any astral energy collected passes through a spirit vessel on its way to being stored in a master core.
But why go to the trouble of collecting all this energy in the first place? Do they really need all that juice just to use astral arts?
It determines the Sovereign.
Sovereign? Is that the Renan ruler?
Exactly. 5 lords, each doing whatever it takes to gather as much astral energy as they can and store it in their master cores. Whichever of them manages to accumulate the most power at the end of their contest is crowned the ruler of the Renan motherland. A new crown contest, as they call it, is held every decade or so.
So you see, the Master Cores are the receptacles in which the Lords store their power. And we Dahnans are sacrificed, so the Renans can choose their new ruler.
That's insane! You're telling me that's what our people have been dying for this whole time?
Relax, hero. You're not the only one who's bent out of shape about the whole thing. There are 2 things that I haven't been able to get my head around yet. What business would a Renan have stealing a Master Core? And what's the deal with that blazing sword?
I think the sword is a physical manifestation of the Master Core's astral energy. As for why it took the shape of a sword, well, I don't know any more than you do. Honest.
And that stuff about needing your permission to use it? What was that about?
I'm the only one of us who can control the Master Core to some extent. Without me to adjust the flow of astral energy, the sword can't take a physical form.
What do you want out of this? You may be one of them, but you don't strike me as the ruthless oppressor type.
I'm going to take down all of the lords.
Never thought I'd say this, but I like the cut of your jib, Renan. Very well. As far as we're concerned, the struggle continues either way. And with that sword on our side, our chances of victory just increased. That is, of course, assuming we can count the two of you in.
Fine by me. After all, it sounds like we're after the same thing anyway.
Honestly, I'm still a little confused by all this. But if it's a choice between this or going back to being a slave, then I choose to fight.
Then it's settled. Together we'll overthrow the Renan Lords. And first up on that chopping block is Balseph, the wild beast. Sound good?
I've gotta hurry.
We have another secret hideout in Ulzebek, not far from here. We should be able to meet up with our comrades there.
Cut it out. Didn't anyone ever tell you it's rude to stare?
I know I already asked you this, but are you sure?
What's so hard to understand? Besides, trust me. Wherever you were before you lost your memory...
Lenegus? You mean the same... I've heard it called the Renan's Castle, but I never imagined people actually lived up there.
Well then, where did you think we all lived? Didn't you see the Renan Lords descend for the crown contest?
And how long ago was that?
Well, the current contest started 7 years ago, so...
Then I wouldn't remember.
Just how far back do you remember?
About a year, give or take. That's how long ago Doc found me.
1 year. Then no. I'm sorry, but there really is no way we could have met.
Guess not. Guess I misread the landing. What's this thing?
You should be able to eat this. Whenever you find some, make sure to grab it.
It's edible, huh? Good to know.
Definitely.
What's this thing? We're so high up. That is one enormous stray.
I don't think we can take it right now.
We've almost made it to Ulzebek. around it. Just stay calm.
You're finished!
Guess we gotta roll with it.
Power blade!
House it!
Mirage!
How's this?
You're mine!
There! House
Take
it!
this!
Mega Ray!
Cannon!
Take this! Rising Wyvern! You're mine! You're finished!
Dragon shot!
Mirage!
Mega Ray!
I'm sure I can put this to use.
What's this thing?
Normally I don't pick on
Here I
weak.
come!
Mega Ray!
Don't go charging off like that.
You're mine! Flash! Rising
Only getting
Wyvern!
started.
Mirage! You're finished!
Mega Ray!
You're mine! It's over! Rising Wyvern!
I'm only getting
I'll
started!
run you through.
Flash!
See ya.
Power blade!
Pathetic.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
That's an unusual bird.
It's an owl. They're often used as a symbol to represent ancient Dana.
That's not your run-of-the-mill enemy. This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
See ya.
You're mine! It's over!
Dig deep, brother.
Over?
Fall back. How's this?